John Lennon was well known for criticizing a lot of Paul McCartney's post-Beatles compositions. He was so critical of McCartney's work in the band. Similar action was taken by McCartney in opposition to one of Lennon's LPs. Even though McCartney penned the liner notes for Two Virgins, he didn't think the record was particularly good. Nevertheless, he claimed partial credit for it. Two Virgins, the first of Lennon and Yoko Ono's 3 experimental albums together, was released in 1968. Because Lennon and Ono posed for the record cover in complete nude, it caused a great deal of controversy. To their annoyance, the other Beatles answered inquiries about it from media. Although McCartney said the cover caught him off guard, he didn't think it was particularly surprising. The album's substance didn't appeal to him, which was his main issue. In the Beatles anthology, McCartney stated, "I didn't find the Two Virgins record itself all that interesting. The music wasn't shocking to me because I'd made a lot like that myself. I believe John might have gotten some inspiration from my 2 Brennell tape recorders. Late at night, I would multi-track and bounce noises between them to create weird cassettes for my buddies. All that was playing was background noise." He claimed that Lennon asked him to demonstrate this for him. He explained, "I showed John how to plug the machines up because he asked me how I did it. I showed John how to use everything, and he got 2 at his Weybridge house with exactly the same setup." It's possible that McCartney thought he could have improved the record. Two Virgins did not appeal to McCartney alone among the Beatles. Although Ringo Starr could hardly recall the album's sound, he claimed he would never forget seeing the cover. George Harrison concurred. Harrison admitted, "I don't think I really heard all of Two Virgins, just bits and pieces. That kind of thing wasn't really my thing. That trip was their affair, him and her. They became so enmeshed in each other's lives, and so obviously in love with one another, that they believed their words and deeds should be recorded and incorporated into motion pictures." In several interviews following the Beatles' dissolution, John Lennon disparaged Paul McCartney's compositions. He was especially critical of McCartney, his erstwhile bandmate's debut solo album. "I felt Paul's was garbage," Lennon stated in a 1971 Rolling Stone interview. "I believe he'll produce a better one once he feels intimidated by it. However, I felt that the first one was simply a lot of, 'Do you recall what I told you when it was released? Light and easy, you recognize that, Fisher.'" Lennon acknowledged that he never felt a loss when he stopped writing with McCartney, even though he became kinder as time went on. He believed that he was a superior songwriter and didn't require McCartney's assistance.